group 18 elements. So group 18 elements are noble gases, or you can say inert gases. Why they are inert? Why they are different? Because they have completely filled octet. We know this thing that elements combine with each other for stability to complete their octet. That is why they combine. Na? So this family member do not have any vacant orbital, or you can say any unpaired electron. So there is no need to combine with other elements for stability. So that is why these elements do not react at normal condition with other elements. Okay. So the group 18 elements are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. Hina, Arcar, Zaran. You can make a short form or rhyme out of it so that you can learn entire family in a single rhyme. So Hina is helium and neon, Arcar is argon and krypton, xenon and rayon is Zaran. So 18 group elements, they are also known as noble gases. The general electronic configuration is NS2 and NP6 except helium. Why helium? Because it has electronic configuration 1s2. Two electrons are there in the entire atom. That is why the electronic configuration will be 1s2. So it does not follow the group electronic configuration. It is kept as exception or above the family. So they are also called noble gases because they show very low chemical reactivity. The reason why they are known as noble gases because they show very less chemical reactivity towards the other elements or compounds. Now let's just talk about occurrence. All the noble gases except radon occur in the atmosphere. Their atmospheric abundance in dry air is approximately 1% by volume, which argon is the major constituent. So all noble gases occur in the atmosphere except radon. Now you have one more question. Except radon, radon does not occur in the atmosphere in free state. The atmospheric abundance is approximately 1%, but most constituent part is argon. One more question. The most abundant gas which is found in the atmosphere, or you can say the most abundant noble gas which is found in the atmosphere is argon among all other noble gases. Helium and sometimes neon are found in minerals of radioactive origins. Example, uh, pitchblende, monazite, and clavite. So these two gases, like helium and sometimes neons, they are just found in the minerals of radioactive origin. So these are the radioactive origin where you get helium and sometimes neon. So they can give you that which gas you can obtain from pitchblende. So that will be helium or neon. If you get option helium and other, so you can select helium. If just you have option neon and helium, so you can select both the options. The main commercial source of helium is natural gas. Xenon and radon are the rarest element of this group. So most rarest elements which are present in atmosphere are radon and xenon. Radon is obtained as decay product of R226. R226 when means it decompose into Rn 288 sorry 222 per 86 plus 4 helium means 2 4 by 2 heliums. So if just decay when it's decay na 226, so it forms a different components of renin, Rn and helium. So that is why this you can say this radon gas is readily available, and if available so it can decay easily and form helium gas and radon gas. Okay, so this is their occurrence, with how they occur in the atmosphere. Now we'll talk about that all noble gases have general electronic configuration, that is NS2 NP6 except helium, that will follow 1s2. The same point is there. Many of the properties of gases includes their inactiveness nature are ascribed to their closed shell structure. So why? Because of the closed shell structure, or you can say completely filled electronic configuration, these gases shows inert nature, or you can say inactive nature. They generally do not react with other element in under normal temperature and pressure. But in STP, you can react them with other elements. So same, let us talk about the general things about the noble gas family. So Hina occurs around helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Symbols are there. Atomic number 2, 10, 18, 36, 54, 86. Now this is the electronic configuration for these. So sometimes we used to take a shortcut of these. For example, neon for the element above 10, argon for the element above 18, krypton for the element above 36. Why? Because this is the entire completely filled electronic configuration of these elements. But for these, we have to write complete electronic configuration so that we can describe it properly. Okay. Now let us talk about main properties, periodic properties of this group. Ionization energy. Due to stable electronic configuration, these gases exhibit very high ionization energy. However, it decreases down the group with increase in atomic size. So generally, this group elements have very high ionization energy, which decreases when you move down to the group. So ionization decreases down the group and increases along the period. Atomic radii. Atomic radii increases since we know whenever atomic number increases, your atomic radii increases. So when you move down to the group, atomic radii increases with the atomic number simultaneously. Electron gain enthalpy. Since noble gases have stable electronic configuration, they have no tendency to accept the electron, therefore have a large positive value of electron gain enthalpy. Why? Because they do not require any electron to complete their octet. So that is why they have no tendency to accept the electron. So this is the reason these family members have large positive value of electron gain enthalpy. Okay, so there is no such change in the properties. Why? Because of the electronic configuration. Now we'll talk about the physical properties. All the noble gases are monoatomic. Why? In previous class in 11th we have studied for noble gases diatomic or polyatomic condition is not possible, because if they do not share any electron, do not donate their electron, they will not combine, they will not form a molecule or a compound. So that is why they will exist in monoatomic state only, and all the elements in this group are gases, in gaseous state. Okay, they are colorless, odorless, tasteless. So the physical properties are colorless gases, odorless. You can't differentiate even you can't differentiate between noble gases. You can't differentiate this is helium or krypton, since they have no odor, no specific odor. Okay, and tasteless. They are springly soluble in water. They have very low melting and boiling point, because only type of interatomic interaction in these elements is weak dispersion force. So their boiling point and melting point is very low because of the means intermolecular, or you can say interatomic interaction. Helium has the lowest boiling point, and that is 4.2 Kelvin. So you can get this type of question also. Get the what will be the boiling point of helium, or which gas have the lowest boiling point among all the noble gases or 18 group elements. So that will be helium, and is known as boiling point, that is 4.2 Kelvin of any known substance. It has an usual property of diffusing through most commonly used laboratory materials such as rubber, glass, and plastics. So this gas can pass through the commonly used items. It can pass through rubber, it can pass through glass, it can pass through plastic. This helium gas. Okay. And simultaneously, this is highly inflammable. Helium gas is highly inflammable. Okay. So in general, noble gases are least reactive. If we talk about chemical properties, so we know this thing that atoms react when they donate or share electron. If there is no need of except of donate or electron, so the element will show least reactive properties. Okay, so that is why this family members are least reactive. Their inertness to chemical reactivity is attributed to the following reason. First, the noble gases except helium have completely filled NS2-NP6 electronic configuration in their valency shell. So now we're talking about what is the reason of their inactiveness, why they do not react. Cause of completely filled outermost shell. In helium, 1s2 is completely filled, and in other elements, NS2, NP6 is complete reaction. They have high ionization enthalpy and more positive gain enthalpy. We just have to read this thing. So their ionization enthalpy is very high, and they have more value of positive electron gain enthalpy. The reactivity of noble gases has been investigated occasionally ever since their discovery, but all attempts to favor them to react to form the compounds were unsuccessful for quite a few years. So previously, the scientists were trying to like combine these gases or chemically react these gases, but all the attempts were unsuccessful because those attempts were taking means those scientists were not considering STP. They were just trying to react the elements in NTP, normal temperature and pressure. And some they used to add some like catalyst, so many things, but they all those things or attempts will not work there. So now we'll talk about compounds of inert gases. These inert gases are actually they're used in those experiment where we require a medium, but we don't want that medium will participate in the reactions. So there we used to use because they generally do not react chemically with any other elements. Okay, compounds of inert gases. Neat Bartlett that then at University of British Columbia observed the reaction of noble gases. So he was the first who observed the reaction of noble gases. First, he prepared the red compound, which is formulated as O2PtF6 negative. Helium then released that the first ionization enthalpy of this molecule, oxygen, is 1175 kilojoule per mole, was almost identical with that of xenon, that is 1170 kilojoule per mole. Now, he was the first scientist who just observed the chemical reactivity of these noble gases, but in STP, standard temperature and pressure. So, he prepared a different compound to formulate or to just tests the reactivity of helium gases and like xenon also. So he made efforts to prepare same type of compounds with xenon and was successful in preparing another red color compound, that is Xe positive PtF6 negative, by mixing PtF6 and xenon. So he react first, he just take helium into consideration. After that, he perform his same experiment and form a red color compound which shows different properties and react PtF6 with xenon. And he was able to means he was successful to make that compound. So it means under special conditions we can make compounds out of noble gases. Not all noble gases, but some can react under STP. The compounds of kryptons are fewer, only the difluorides has been studied in detail. So he made so many attempts to make different compounds, but he was only successful to make fluoride of this krypton only. So krypton fluoride was successful. That is why he made all its experiment and attempt on that compound only. So compounds of radon has not been isolated, only identified. That is same radon fluoride, sorry, by radio traces technique. So he just applied radio traces technique to form a compound from radon, and that was RnF2. No true compounds of argon, neon, and helium are yet known. So why these means these compounds are not yet known? Because they do not show any affinity and reactivity even on STP. So that is why scientists were still not able to means find out the stable compounds of these gases. Most important thing now we'll learn uses. Helium is non-inflammable. Okay, sorry. I was confused between hydrogen and helium. Yes, helium is non-inflammable and light gas. So that is why we used to fill in balloons and meteorological observations. I got confused in hydrogen and helium at that time. Helium balloons. I think children, each and every child is familiar. It's a light gas. जब हम देखते हैं ना कि वे balloons को बहुत सारे balloons लिए जाते हैं और उसको हवा में ऐसे ही छोड़ दिया जाता है तो they just keep on moving in upward direction. Why? Because this is light gas and it can move with the air. सो एयर बलून्स जो जितने भी होते हैं जो हवा में ऊपर जा सकते हैं क्योंकि हम नॉर्मल एयर अपने माउथ से भरेंगे हवा सो दैट विल बी लाइक डेंसर as compared to helium. So it's being light, so that is why it is used to fill in the balloons. Okay, it is used in the gas cooled nuclear reactors. The liquid helium boiling point 4.2 Kelvin finds use as cryogenic agent for carrying out various experiments at low temperature. So helium being a cooled nuclear means it's just it can be cooled and used for various purposes. So that is why it is can be used as cryogenic agents in carrying various experiments. So you can carry different types of experiment in the presence of gas since it does not take part in the reaction but it just provide a medium. I think you all are familiar with those experiment of means cathode ray and anode ray experiments, canal ray experiments in the discovery of proton, electron, and neutron. So there were the gases which create a medium, and these were helium and some other gases, noble gases. It is used to produce and sustain powerful superconducting magnets, which form an essential part of modern NMR spectrometer and magnetic resonance imaginary MRI system for clinic diagnosis. So these gas means helium is actually used in nowadays in NMR and MRIs system to diagnose inside the human body so that they can find out if there is any kind of distortion or disabilities there. It is used as diluent for oxygen in modern diving apertures because it is very low soluble in blood. So in oxygen cylinder when people used to go down deep down into the water for sea diving, so that gas the cylinder that oxygen cylinder contains some amount of helium also. Okay, because it does not mean soluble, it is not soluble with blood, and apparently it provide a medium so that oxygen cylinder will be like quite lighter, feel lighter, and stability will be there. Okay, so that is why helium is mixed with that oxygen in that cylinder for scuba divers. Neon is used in discharge tube and fluorescent bulb for sorry, for advertisement display and purposes. So neon gases can be used in the discharge tubes, the tube-like structures, or you can say your daily used tube which we used to use in our household. जितने भी आपके ट्यूबलाइट्स होती है उन सब में गैसेस प्रेजेंट होती है. कभी देखा है जब ट्यूबलाइट टूटती है there is a sound means a burst sound, and that is because of escaping of neon gas out of that tube. Neon bulbs are used in botanical gardens and in greenhouses. Argon is used mainly to provide an inert atmosphere in high temperature and metallurgy process, arc welding of metals or alloy. Arc welding means that welding process. The means the welding of iron and some metals, and it's used in the high temperature atmosphere where we require large amount of heat and temperature. And it is also used to fulfill electric bulbs. The bulb, 100-watt bulb, है ना, जो बड़ा वाला बल्ब होता है ना, ऑरेंज कलर, which produce yellow color light, and some large size bulb. So in those bulbs argon is used where high temperature and is required actually. So it is also used in laboratory for handling substances that are air sensitive. So, okay, it is also used to handle air sensitivities. There are no significant use of xenon and krypton. They are used in light bulb designed for special purposes. So there are no specific use. That is why these two gases are used uh, in the small size bulbs, which are used in means to do small experiments in laboratories. So the majorly use uh, noble gases among all the group in this element are helium, neon, and argon. Okay, they are widely used for many purposes to perform different experiment or to make like different items for daily use.